At Dambula, we've got the two captains out here for the toss. Alan Hurst is the match referee. Sangakkara has the coin. Here is the call from Pakistani captain.
It's a tail.
It's come down as a tail. Kumar, what have you decided to do?
We're going to have a ball first. The wicket usually does a bit in the morning, so we're trying to exploit that.
Fresh pitch. Do you think fresh challenge for the batsman as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think every pitch in Dambula is challenging until you play on it. You never know what this one will do. So we're just going to try and bowl tight lines and make sure we try and pick up some wickets.
Any areas that you want to improve today?
In every single area, I think that's the one thing I think as a side we want to do. Improve in every single area, no matter how well or how badly we do every single day, we're trying to do better.
Any changes?
No, we're playing an unchanged side.
Go well.
Thank you.
Yunus, your thoughts batting first on this track?
Yeah, actually, for us, batting first or bowling first doesn't matter at the moment because we are struggling. So, but it's okay because its pitch is hard. So at least if you play on your basics and your strong points, you will be scored. So I think make it simple.
And breaking news, obviously, you've made two big changes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Mohammad Yusuf and Misbah Haq is not playing, and Nasir Jamshed and Umar Akmal is playing. So it's always very hard, when you give some rest to your senior. But we play like me, captain like me. I'm always also do something different, and sometimes it's clicking and sometimes it's not.
Good to see Umar Akmal playing his first one day.
Yeah, it's good because two brothers, playing in the same team and a good time as well. And we need a youngster like Umar Akmal and Nasir Jamshed. So I think they will have good future and good career in the future.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
So the news from the centre out here is that Sri Lanka won the toss and elected to bowl first.
Okay, so that's no great surprise. That's generally the trend here. There's the lineup and a couple of changes there, Waka.
Yeah, I'm happy that they made changes. I think they made one too many. I probably wanted to see Misbah or Mohammad Yusuf in the side because to blend the youth with the seniors, I think they made it one too many changes. Imran Nazir is not there, which is a surprise for me because he's given Nasir Jamshed a go. He's an opener. He's very young. He's very attractive player. He likes to play his shots, and so it's good to have change. But I'm not really sure at the moment. We'll have a look, but they probably need maybe one senior player, Misbah Haq or maybe Mohammad Yusuf.
So three teenagers in the Pakistan lineup there. Sri Lanka. There was speculation that Malinga would play the first and maybe rested for the second and just looked after a little bit throughout the one days, but not the case. Unchanged, which is the right way to go.
Yeah, I think when you're winning, when you're on that streak, I think it's important to just keep the seat, keep the team, and I think it's important here on this pitch because this has got a lot of grass on it. We've seen it the other day, and I think this pitch probably be similar because it's not really make much of a difference. So I think good to not to change side because Ajanta Mendes could have come in, but it's good not to change.
Pakistan making two very important changes. Misbah and Mohammad Yusuf out. And we've got Nasir Jamshed now opening the innings with Kamran Akmal. Now Kulusekra has been a real thorn in Pakistan's development as a team. 66 wickets in 54 matches. He's been brilliant in this series. He holds the key now for Pakistan at the top of the order. Good young exciting talent, good average, 450s, best of 74, very good strike rate as well. His partner can bat in anywhere. He's a floater, very good behind the stumps. Kamran Akmal now opening the innings for Pakistan. He's at the non-strikers end. Here we go then. And taken, first ball dismissal. Kulusekra's web doesn't seem to unroll. It's Nasir Jamshed who's fallen. Soft dismissal. Very smart catch taken in the second slip. Pakistan none for one.
What a start. Just angling away from the left-hander. Nasir Jamshed not moving his feet and a good catch. Well judged, got up on time. Mahalaja Bodhana, he's always safe. Kulusekra has every reason to celebrate as Sri Lanka have struck in the very first delivery of the day, and Pakistan lose their first wicket without a run on the board.
That's Apesh gone past the point fielder. He's off the mark. He'll take it even though he didn't look too pretty playing that shot. Great start to the innings. Kulusevski has picked up a wicket. It's 1 for 1. On the pads, put away through mid-wicket. That'll ease his nerves, ease into that drive beautifully.
Malinga falters, just drifts down leg side, overpitched as well, and he's got no difficulty in just working it away through mid-wicket. Big gap on the leg side between mid-wicket, short or wide mid-on, and the fielder in the deep. Just the two of them on the leg side. Just played 4 runs, I think.
That's a great straight drive. Brilliantly played by Kamran Akmal. He looks such a thorough breed when he's stretching forward and playing in this manner. No complications in the mind. Body language was good. Stroke was brilliant. Holding his posture and looking at the ball. Solidly hit through mid-on.
Big shout. Ramasena is having a good look. No is the answer, because he probably felt that it'll drift down leg side.
He must have a solid reason for this, because it looked very, very close. It was the customary in-swinger, maybe a little high, leg side-ish, I'm not too sure. Started from wider of that off-stump channel, came back. More runs, this time another boundary through square leg. This time is off and running. Stylishly done by Kamran Akmal. Another smashing shot, straight drive followed by this flick through square leg. He's looking good.
Kulusevski bowled 2 good overs to start off, but here faltering. And Akmal has played him well with the movement. On that occasion, working it out that it was going down leg side, the in-swinger. He feels something went wrong. Maybe the front shoulder dropped and the arm directed the ball towards leg stump. He knows what's gone wrong.
Bit of bat saved him in the end. It's 16 for 1. Oh, cracking drive, magnificently played through the offside. That really was superb. Let's see him clap that. I think he probably clapped that as well.
Yes, he would have stood in admiration of that stroke. Very easily played it on the up. That time the ball came onto the bat nicely, and he stood tall and drove it handsomely.
Edge and gone, brilliantly done in the first slip. So his innings comes to an end. He was looking good, but he's gone down. Going for the drive, but have a look at this catch. It's Thilan Samrawira with brilliant pair of hands and a great take.
Yes, commentators curse Ramesh. What a good catch, because Sangakkara was beginning to move towards slip. That didn't distract Samrawira. He stood his ground and he went down at the correct moment. Top catch to dismiss Kamran Akmal for 13 Pakistan, 21 for 2.
Oh, that's brilliantly done at point. Wonderful piece of fielding. It's Kapugedra with a brilliant stop. It's supposed to be good anywhere. A glimpse of his brilliance in the field.
Yes, young, strong, athletic, and committed. And there's an appeal, a shout for a catch behind. May have just brushed the pad.
A little apology from Mahela Jayawardene, and the apology was due because Kulusevski didn't appeal at all. Dharmasena offers a smile just to calm down things. He's been good so far. Ball jagging back and maybe taking the top of the pad. no contact with the bat, but these things can be very close and difficult to pick for the umpire.
Oh, that's a very, very good delivery, and there it goes. He's trapped again on the crease. Brilliant stuff from Sri Lanka. Tushara's the man who's done the damage this time. What a start.
That's a superb delivery. Not Kulasekara this time, it was Tushara. I think it pitched in line for sure. Maybe kept low a little bit. Pitched in line, no doubt about that. Ooh, might be a little high. Just hit him at the top of the back leg. You can see from here. Yes. It might be just missing the stumps. Might be just going over the top. Might be unlucky. Shoaib Malik is gone without scoring. It's 21 for 3.
Good shot. Very well played. That's not a bad way to get off the mark. A wicket and 4 off the over. 25 for 3 now. 9 overs gone. 27 for 3 at this stage. Under pressure, Pakistan. Oh, that's a very good delivery, and it's gone through the batsman, past the stump and through Kumar Sangakkara as well, running away for a boundary.
Excellent delivery. Just seamed away from Umar Akmal. That grass on the pitch is definitely causing problem. There was no such, you know, when you're looking at the seam position, it wasn't really.
It's not a bad shout, that one. Might have pitched just outside the line, but it's a very good over. A maiden, another one. There's that third maiden I was talking about. 32 for 3. Nicely played through extra cover. That's going to run away for 4. Just a little bit over pitched and a little bit wide as well. That's his second boundary.
He's trying to bowl this in swinger once again. A little bit fuller and right on top of the delivery. Umar Akmal. Looks very much like Kamran Akmal when he hit that shot. Beautiful.
Over the top of a roundabout first slip and racing away for a boundary. That's his third, so he's dealing in 4s right now.
The youngster deserves a bit of luck. Just taking off that delivery wide outside the off stump and thick edge. Yeah, I think he deserves a bit of luck. Playing well.
Nicely played. In the gap, they'll be looking for at least 2, should get 3. In fact, it's gone all the way for 4. That wasn't timed all that well, but Upul Taranga had a long run. It's just enough to get through to the boundary.
Expect Yunus Khan to put up a fight. And one can sense a steely determination in his makeup today. He's lost his upper order once again rather cheaply. Now it's up to him really to deliver the punch. And this was a punchy shot through mid-wicket. On 14 now from 44 balls. Nicely behind that one is off to a confident start. Little things that you look for in a batsman. Technique and temperament and how he reads a particular situation, and so far so good.
So he'll get a single. So the Pakistan 50 is up, 16 overs completed, and it's time for drinks for the players. That's how it looks. Akmal has made 15, Yunus Khan 16. Lasith Malinga will continue.
Very well done by Kapugedra. Is good there at point. Had to throw himself on the ball very quickly, slicing the ball off the front foot. And have a look at that one. Brilliantly done, full length dive. He's a committed athlete at point.
And this is fine. be looking for a couple here. And great piece of fielding by the veteran Muralidharan to his left. Tumble, good return, great commitment. This is what I like about the Sri Lankan team. They just give it 101%.
It's normally his foot that works as his hand. But this time he chose to collect it with both hands, dived over to make it look a little bit dramatic. But at his age, still a very good effort.
And this time he's gone. Angelo Matthews wins that debate. He's dismissed Umar Akmal, who's thought of very highly. There was no doubt, he showed us all that he is a very good player. But on that occasion, he picked the wrong ball and a straightforward catch.
There's a huge noise, huge sound. Umar Akmal going for that slash outside the off stump. It was a wide delivery, gleefully accepted by Kumar Sangakkara. Another wicket falls, another one bites the dust. It's Angelo Matthews has won this little battle. End to what was looking like a promising innings, gone for 18, 53 for 4 Pakistan.
Well, no partnerships, as you would see. Wicket lost in the very first ball, and then wickets been lost rather consistently. Sri Lankan bowlers making inroads. That's the grandstand on your screen. It looks so majestic and beautiful.
I'm sure Yunus Khan would have been tempted to bat Fawad Alam at the top of the order because he was successful playing a test match at that position. But for reasons only known to Pakistan staff and captain, he's been pushed down the order. And it's a difficult place to bat at, especially for a young player. Batting in the middle order in one-day cricket can be extremely hectic. Not only hectic, but stressful as well. But somehow or the other, he's got to carve out a way to fashion an innings playing at that position. I think he defends well. He's a fighter. There are a lot of good things about Fawad Alam's batting and cricket makeup. But he blocks also, and at times he gets into that kind of frame, mind and mindset, where he becomes just one-dimensional. This is a lot better. If you can't hit the ball, then you may as well look to rotate the strike. But he needs a big hitter at the other end. That is the impression that we are getting from Fawad Alam's batting. But in the last innings, he didn't do that regularly. Just run to the other end, pick up those ones and twos.
As you said, it's imperative that they start working the strike, just rotating the strike all the time. And with Yunus Khan at the other end, similar type of player, though Yunus Khan would sort of look to be a little bit more adventurous as a batsman. Fawad Alam, to me, looks a more solid type of player, would like to stick around, use up a bit more balls. But maybe Yunus needs somebody also at the other end, Ramesh, who could close that end up and sort of give him all the support to build on this.
When you're picking up a team and trying to plant different batsmen in different positions, then you've got to also make sure that you get an aggressor batting with a guy that has good, decent technique. There's a lot of sameness about this Pakistan middle order. Umar Akmal was playing for the first time, so you didn't expect great stuff from him because he was obviously under pressure. 3 wickets had gone down. But Yunus Khan and Fawad Alam are very similar in nature and type. You've got to match the abilities and the strong points of the middle order batsmen especially to get the maximum out of the batting lineup. Oh, great delivery to end the over. Brilliantly done by Matthews. 56 for 4.
Oh, goodness me, that's a very quick delivery, beautifully directed as well. And I think it was picked up fairly late by Fawad Alam.
Took him absolutely by surprise. Not easy to pick up Malinga's bouncer. He went down at the very last minute, nearly got his elbow. You've got a lot of protection gear these days, so, you know, batsmen don't feel overawed when they get a delivery like that, but he had to get underneath that very quickly.
That's pitched outside the line of leg stump, I think, and I think Steve Davis, with a bit of a grin, agrees, I should say.
Yes, it's one of those which is very borderline, very close to leg stump, pitching on leg stump. Forward alarm did go across. You see that happening regularly. He's gone across, but it's hit him high. It's hit him high. That's what probably saved him. We're going over the stumps.
Yeah, pitched in line. Was there a neck? Yes, there was. Up goes the finger. Good stuff from Tashara. Big smile on his face. There's no surprise whatsoever that he's happy. And that's the end of Fawad Alam, who was there for some time. But now, goodness me, Pakistan, not even 25 overs, and they've lost 5.
Yes, Alam, after the earlier delivery of being confused with what the ball was doing, this time gets the bounce of the rising one. And a big Nick Sangakkara has no difficulty in getting it to Shara. Another wicket for him, brought back from this end. The southern end, picked up 2 from the other one. So Alam goes for 10, and Pakistan now in deep trouble, 67 for 5.
He's got that away. It's going to be a little bit of a teaser, I think. Looks like the ball's going to win. Yes, it does. So Afridi off the mark of the boundary. First ball. I think Murali would have been extremely disappointed that he just served that one up.
First ball to Afridi, not where he should bowl it. The line was all wrong because he's got his feel on the leg and he's just drifted that too far outside the off stump. Short as well. And side of Afridi having no difficulty. He knows that he's strayed in that delivery.
It's the line that he wants to bowl to both these batsmen. In the air and soft. Gone. Easy. Matai Muralidharan, it's so unusual that he comes into the attack and doesn't pick up an early wicket. He's done it again now. And Yunus Khan's long vigil has now ended.
The head is down, no question about it. Perhaps he tried to be careful, maybe extra careful, wanting to just push it into the gap, but only succeeds in giving a simple catch to Kapugedara. Muralidharan knows he's got his man, and the Pakistan captain departs having made 23. Pakistan 78 for 6.
Razak gets off the mark. First delivery. Now, these two men normally play aggressive cricket, Afridi and Razak. I guess there's going to be a bit of conversation between them at some stage, but let's look at his stats. His strike rate's good. Yunus Khan was going at a strike rate of 31. 73 deliveries for his 23. He knew he was in trouble straight away. Slowest innings, by the way, of his one-day international career. Ended tamely. There's that drift you were talking about, Runil. End of the over, 26, gone, 79 for 6. My advice right now, if you happen to be a Pakistan supporter, is not to look too closely at that card. Forget about all the names in white. Looks like they've got a climb, actually, Pakistan, a mountain right now. If they continue at this rate, they get to 150. I would think that Sri Lanka are talking about keeping them down to about 120. That'll be their chat right now. They'll know that if they can break this partnership, then obviously a chance of getting through the bowlers reasonably quickly, with the likes of Tashara in action, also Matai Muralidharan. I would think, Ronil, the deal right now from Pakistan is they might as well try and play a few shots here. They're not going to get up. They're not going to win this game if they happen to get out and get 100 runs or 110 runs. So they might as well take a little bit of a risk to succeed, and try and get some boundaries. Try and scatter some of these fielders. that's a little bit of a tester there for Kumar Sangakkara. Just tipped it over the top of the post. And 4 wides. The result.
Yes, Pakistan have also got to think of their batting power play. Maybe it won't be a bad idea to take it while these two are out there. See if they can hit a few over the top of that infield. Sri Lanka don't want that. They don't want to relax. They shouldn't try too many different things. Just give away runs, because this is a dangerous pair still.
I would think that's exactly right. I would think what they should do is take their power play. I think you're spot on there, Renel. They might as well do it. They might as well try something. Otherwise, it's just going to be an innings is going to peter out. So the batting power play will enable just 3 men outside, which would suit outside the circle, which would suit the natural styles of Razak and Afridi.
Yes, they've come to have fun today.
Sliced it. I just wonder how much strategy is going into this performance, these performances, I should say, from Pakistan. Comment from Yunus Khan at the toss surprised me a little bit when he'd lost the toss. Kumar won the toss, invited him to bat. And Ramiz Raja said, so what would you have done? Do you mind if you bat first? And he just started a bit of a smile on his face, a bit of a laugh. And he said, it doesn't really matter if we bat or ball, we're playing so badly. Which I wouldn't have thought that is the ideal thing that a captain should say.
Yes, definitely. Sri Lankans have looked very solid. A side that's very professional. They've had their plans. They've had plans to fall back on. And while all that happens, they're blowing their own trumpets.
Now, there was a noise there. Kumar hasn't gone up. First slip, Mahela Jayawardene went up. He was the only one. I think the bowler didn't support anything from the former skipper.
Yes, Tushara wasn't bothered at all. Naturally, from front on you can see that it brushed the leg, but Mahela Jayawardene was unsighted.
7 runs from the over so far. We'll add 1 to that. With that wide, 8 now, and still 1 more to come.
Yes, the captain would want his bowlers to continue. There's a bit of shouting from the former captain. They both know that this is a stage where they can go for the jugular if they get another one.
87 for 6. Good shot. Has he got enough on it, though? That's the question. No, he hasn't. So he now departs, and that's another wicket. Pakistan have lost their 7th. Afridi was eyeing that area in the previous over, and now he's got to go. So it really is very disappointing for Pakistan. He was the man they were hoping would make a little bit of a difference. And the time really doing just giving it a little bit more air. And Afridi falling for the sucker punch. Playing with the spin. And a man beautifully positioned out there at deep forward square leg, aware of the boundary line as well. And there's that smile that we've seen so often from Attai Muralidharan. And you can bet that Afridi is not smiling at all. So he departs. Sunil Jayasuriya was the catcher. Goes for 7. Pakistan now in deep, deep trouble at 87 for 7.
It's down the leg side. That's wide. And they'll get more runs. Now these are precious runs for Pakistan. Might be 4, in fact it is. 4 wides. It's been I would say, a very poor batting, and it's just that they have not been consistent right throughout the tour, isn't it? I mean, they have had their moments, but in general, they've just thrown it away.
I think what they need to see is that who can bat in what number better. I mean, we have seen these batsmen batting well at occasions, but the thing is they're not really batting at the right numbers what they should be. and the over 94 for 7.
Pakistan caught in a web of negativity. Their batting form has slumped. They've let the fans down, they've let themselves down, and Kulusekara once again was a tormentor. Tushara with 3 wickets was outstanding. Goes big, goes straight. Terrific blow from Abdul Razak. Now he's got to back his natural instinctive batting, which is to hit the ball straight and hard, and this is where he's so good and can be critical for Pakistan.
Yes, absolutely. I've seen him hit those straight shots very well. First ball, he faces off Jayasuriya, and he just smashes it past the bowler.
That was first boundary in 11 overs. Bit of confusion between the two, but they make their respective ends easily in the end. Razak looking good on 15. Sangakkara once again struggling. Yes is the call. Mini collision between the two. Direct hit, he's gone. Muralidharan is confident. Rest of the crew is confident as well. It's Malinga Bandara, who's the 12th man, I think, who's struck the stumps down when Umar Gul was possibly short of the crease.
Some hesitation, and Bandara's return comes in quickly onto the stumps. Sangakkara's just raised his arm straight away. When you're there in that position, you know how far the batsman is from the crease, how far the batsman is from you. And he was confident. No sooner the ball hit the stumps, that's the result. Another destructive moment in Pakistan's innings as Umar Gul has to walk away. Good cricket from the Sri Lankans, good cricket from Malinga Bandara, who charged that ball, fielded it well, threw it onto the stumps, and Umar Gul's gone for 14. Pakistan 125 for 8.
Edge on the bounce to Mahela. It's 127 for 8. Goes big. Chance at long on. Taken. Sri Lankans have been magical in the field. It's Sanath Jayasuriya who cracks the whip. Tushara is the man who dismissed Razak with that very good catch. Didn't middle it. And so another wicket goes down. Pakistan now in serious trouble of being bowled out before playing out the 50 overs.
Yes, another batsman who's got himself in, and then it's got nip as a result of him trying to hit over the top, hit over the fielder in the deep. Razak well caught by Tushar at long on of Jayasuriya for 17. And Pakistan now down to their last pair with a score on 128. Pakistan gets all out before 1 o'clock, then the Sri Lankans will go into bat. Or else, of course, another chance of a run out. Yes, if they don't get all out by 1, then the time will be added to the lunch break.
This is what happened to Razak, trying for a 6 over long on. He took a lot of risk. It didn't come off. Nicely held by Tushar at long on, made no mistake. Goes over the inner field for 1.
They are pensive, but they must be pretty pleased. Jade Roberts. There's Tommy Salsek. And then the assistant coach Paul Fabres, and on the right is the coach Trevor Bayliss. 4 of them have been doing a very good job with Sri Lankan cricket and the team. They've had a wonderful series so far. Won the test matches, on the first ODI, and now having Pakistan on the mat at 129 for 9. Down the track comes Amir, and he hits it into the gap, so he'll get a boundary with that stroke. Takes the score to 133 for 9 after 39 overs.
He's got talent with the bat also, Mohammad Amir. And it's so refreshing to see him operate in a cricket field because you'll always see him smiling. He's got this amateurish air about his cricket makeup. Dusra was well read, nicely cut away for one. Can Saeed Ajmal handle a Dusra from a Dusra bowler? He bowls it well himself. It's 135 for 9. Misses the outside edge narrowly. It's 136 for 9.
So 7 overs to go, 1 wicket to get for Sri Lanka. That's their story. Of course, it's number 10 and 11 at the moment. Partnership's okay though, 18 off 28 balls. And if we just fast forward a little bit here, Rashan, I guess the bottom line, and it's going to be quite simple for Pakistan when they're in the field, is they've got to knock over 2 early. If they happen to do that, there will be some assistance with the new ball. The track will have settled down a little bit from what it was this morning. Not that it was radical this morning. There was still some encouragement. Tashara into the attack, and that's running away to fine leg. We'll have to wait and see if it was off the bat. Yes, it was. And the 150 is up now for Pakistan.
Useful runs for Pakistan provided by this last pair, but I think the critical thing here first, Hazy, is that this pair should bat out the 50 overs, try and accumulate as much as they can, and maybe then give their bowlers a chance to challenge the Sri Lankan batsman. As you very correctly said, they need wickets early, and if they do get wickets early, as you said, well, Pakistan might look to sort of mount a challenge.
We tend to think that the senior pros, Kumar Sangakkara, Mahela, the boys that would steer Sri Lanka home in a situation like this. But have a look at this record against Pakistan at home. 10 games they've played, that's in Sri Lanka, obviously all over Sri Lanka. Sangakkara aging 27, Mahela just 24. Haven't got a 50 between them, which is quite remarkable considering the calibre of the players. So let's just keep going a little bit. If they happen to pick up 2 quick ones early, and that is always a risk when the ball's brand new, the rope, the string is nice and proud on the ball. There's going to be some movement off some track, which is just a little bit on the fresh side, if you like. It's going to encourage the bowlers. Then suddenly they get into these 2, and maybe if they just happen to run through 1 or 2 of those, they might be back in with the game. I do think they need to score here, Pakistan, though, somewhere around another 20-odd runs to provide any sort of pressure, just bearing in mind also that the average score batting first here before the first game of this series, the day game, is 175, so that's just proof of how tough it can be from time to time. Now it's 179, largely due to Mataya Muralidharan's blast with the willow.
Interesting point you're making about Sangakkara and Jayawardene is not scoring a 50 between them against Pakistan at home. It is a surprising stat. I don't think most of us knew this. Oh, that's a good shot, but he'll get a single. See, the point is that the overall record of this pair is so impressive. I mean, you tend to sort of lose these little things in between. Most important thing is these 2 guys are immensely talented, and they have played so well for Sri Lanka. So it's a case of they just getting 1 innings, and they should be all right.
Catches might be amongst the pigeons, though. You never know, Rashan. Couple early wickets. Change rooms change dramatically. And they'll be aware of their record, of course. End of the over. 44 gone. 152 for 9 now. Correction, 34 balls. And you can see that it was a sorry tale for Pakistan at the start. Malinga. He's got that away nice and fine, and that's going to be 4. They need a few of those. That's what they need. It was a little bit lucky, I guess, but when you're 9 or 10 or even 11, you'll take them.
Well, these are useful runs down the order for Pakistan, isn't it? A thin outside edge. Mohammad Amir has just got it down. He's looked a good bat. I mean, he's been able to look after himself, Hazy. He's not flinched. He's taken the Sri Lankan bowlers on. He's played sensible cricket. And even at this stage of the innings, he's looking to accumulate.
Hold that one back a little bit. This is a record partnership, by the way. The 10th wicket between these 2 against Sri Lanka. It's now at 28. That's nicely played as well. Malinga deciding to dig one in.
Mohammad Amir has been an impressive player, and he's been one of the positives of this tour. He's bowled with good pace. That's the last wicket record.
Mohan Khan got 26, by the way. Only joking. Sorry, Wakar. He's probably watching this somewhere.
But as I said, Mohammad Amir has been one of the positives of this tour. He's bowled well. He's also batted reasonably well, batting down the order. He's been gutty. Hasn't given away easily, as we've seen now. Once again, they came together with Pakistan not having too many on the board. Not that they have much now, but they have been fighting it out. Amir has been the man who's sort of taken the lead.
Oh, goodness me. He didn't mean to do that, Malinga, that's for sure. He's a little bit distressed by that, and I think he's very thankful there was some willow involved. Nicely played. The initial call was 2. That was certainly optimistic. So good partnership now, 31 of 44 balls. The way these guys have played, and there's a look at what Mohammad Amir did in the first one-dayer as well. In the air, over the top. Should be able to pick up 2, and they do.
So the partnership is continuing for Pakistan, which is definitely good news for them. Some hope. Well, they're trying to sort of accumulate something where they could bowl at the second best now. Razak can goal at 38, and this partnership has now reached 34.
Wants one and gets it. Good stuff. That's good running. All these runs are very valuable at this stage. Of course, we all know what can happen when a side bats second on a deck that's going to provide some assistance to the bowlers, and they're chasing a low target.
They've batted within their limitations, Hazy. They haven't looked to do some things that are, you know, impossible or things that are extravagant. They just pushed a single, worked it into the gaps, got the outside edge, the occasional edge. All been very useful. They've also had some luck.
And just a little bit of more luck. They want 2. I've heard a couple of calls through the stump mics in this little partnership at the moment, with the batsman calling for 2 straight away, and there's only just been 1. The one thing the Sri Lankan batsmen will have to put up with is some movement. We've seen some considerable movement from Kulasekaran today. Very overcast in Dambulla, which is a little bit unusual here. It doesn't rain in this region. So there will be a bit of swing as well if they can utilise it. There's that slower full toss. Quite where he wanted it to be, but straight to the fielder.
And also the breeze have been very strong, isn't it? It's been sort of blowing from the deep bunker to a lake, and it's just been blowing right across, as the flag suggests that. That has aided Nuwan Kulasekaran in particular to bowl his big in-swinger. And with the left hand on strike, he's been able to take it away.
And he'll swing it. Mohammad Amir will swing the ball. Giving himself some room this time and squeezing it down. Another bonus boundary. Getting close to that 175 mark now.
These are useful runs for Pakistan. Mohammad Amir in particular has been just pushing it around, and that's his highest score with that boundary. Just look at it, he just squeezed it. And the highest partnership now of the innings, just backed away a lot, got it fine.
Yeah, the previous best was 38. This one's now 40. The crowd's got a little bit quiet. There's confirmation of that partnership we're talking about. The crowd's got a bit quiet here too. Quick single. Direct hit as well, but not a great deal of excitement, although Steve Davis has done the right thing and sent it upstairs. It was a direct hit. That's what we've got to remember. Kumar Sangakkara is congratulating him, and also looks like he's walking him away from the centre. So I think Sri Lanka reckon they've got their man here.
He's gone, that's for sure. That's a direct hit, and Saeed Ajmal was nowhere. I mean, that's good cricket by Lasith Malinga, following through, and a good underarm return, and there you are. He's well short of the ground. That's the end of the Pakistan innings.
Out by some distance. It'll be red. All out for 168. Good work there from Lasith Malinga at the end, following through, good flexibility, good dive as well, a direct hit. He didn't pick up a wicket, but he's got a run out right at the end. But he completed his 10 overs, which is something that he'll be quite pleased about. At the end of a good partnership between these two, he certainly did show the way. 40 runs. And the bottom line is that Pakistan quite simply haven't got enough runs on the board here. 168 all out, and Sri Lanka will be delighted with their work.
It's been a good performance by the Sri Lankan bowlers. It's been a good all-round performance, not just the bowlers. The fielders have backed them up. Sangakkara led the side quite well, and the return has been excellent. It's been a brilliant performance for Sri Lanka, and that last wicket partnership really saved a few blushes for Pakistan. Mohammad Amir was impressive with that 24 not out, and he became the top scoring batsman.
They were 4 down with 53 on the board when the debutant Umar Akmal disappeared, and didn't get any better really until right at the bottom. Just a bit of a flutter from the last two that we saw. Top scorer in the innings, in fact, being Mohammad Amir. Sri Lanka can be pleased. Kulasekara 1 for 17, really doing a very good job again. 3 for Tashara. They've formed a formidable opening pair with the ball, those two, and of course Matai. Pretty standard figures for him. 10 overs, 2 for 41. You'd be very disappointed if that wasn't the story, wasn't the return from him. So that's the story for Sri Lanka. They need 169 runs to win from 50 overs. They've got to go at only 3.38. The Sri Lankan batsman, there's no doubt this track is going to provide some encouragement with the new ball, and they'll have their work cut out initially. Ramnee's Raj was alongside me. Rambo, what do you think? How's this total? How's it going to pan out?
Well, Pakistan's brief should be straightforward one, that they can't defend this. Obviously, they'll have to get the Sri Lankans batsmen out, so the strategy will have to be a different one. This is an achievable target because if you have a look at the Sri Lankan batting lineup, you'll straight away feel that they are there with a big advantage. But as you pointed out, a couple of early wickets make that dressing room uneasy, make that total look just a little bit more impossible to achieve. But on card, Sri Lanka should walk this. 169 to win from 50 overs, 3.4 runs per over. Shouldn't be difficult for the likes of Sanat Jayasuriya, the most destructive one-day batsman, in fact cricketer, and his partner, Tarang.
22nd player of the Test playing nations to play one international cricket at 40 plus. Lamasina says play. Seam, bounce, also a little bit of movement. They're going to rely heavily on this youngster, I feel. He's just 17. He's an enormous talent. He did well on the first one day.
Almost did a Nasir Jamshed there. First ball of the innings, and making sure that the ball reached to the slip cord and bat away from the body. Appreciable movement from Mohammad Amir. What a star is turning out to be for Pakistan. Young, exciting.
Good shot. Nice way to get going.
That's a lovely way to get off the mark. Showing full face of the blade to the ball. That is how he should be batting. Taranga has got talent, potential. And when he drives in this fashion, obviously he looks a star material. Class act. Played it late, didn't try to muscle the ball. It was all pure timing through the offside.
Over the top, good shot, nicely played, not quite out of the middle. The outfield is reasonably quick here in Dambola. It's going to win, I think. Yes, it does. So both these batsmen for Sri Lanka have got off the mark with boundaries.
Slashing drive from Sanat Jayasuriya is good in that area. He was inching to come down the track early on, but this really was smartly done by him. Out of his crease in a flash and hitting the ball high over the infield for a 4. The flag is out. Smiles are on the faces of the Sri Lankan kids.
That's nicely struck as well. It should just be 1. They want 2, and that's good running. Pretty good work also at third man, it's got to be said.
Never easy when the ball is slashed hard at you and it's spinning away as well. He's not renowned for his good fielding. He's renowned for his smashingly good bowling, but this really was well done.
Back on the square on the offside. Should be able to pick up a couple. Wept away, good shot. We've seen that shot for years, for decades in fact.
This experiment with Abdul Razak opening the bowling should not last for long, like the leg slip fielder he had and taken away, because I think it's time to bring on an Umar Gul spell. Beautifully picked away. He's such a strong player through square leg. Pick-up shot and lovely piece of hitting.
Interesting choice actually opening the bowling with Razak. He did bowl well in the first one day, but he's not someone who's likely to really go through an attack, whereas I think Umar Gul has got the potential of picking up a couple of quick ones if he gets it right at the start. I do think that Mohammad Amir and Umar Gul would have been the ideal start for Pakistan. It's not too far away from leg stump, that one. 23 for no loss. Edged and gone. Good catch taken in there. Mohammad Amir has struck. He's got that smile out again, which is always just around the corner, but he's done the business first up here for Pakistan.
He was relentlessly at the off stump of the batsman, and Thuranga once again a little weak. Followed the ball, not convincing in that area, so he needs to really work hard to establish his footing at this level. Nice seam position, shape away from the left-hander, forcing it through the off side off the back foot. Beautifully handled in the first leg. Lovely piece of cricket. So Pakistan off the mark in this innings. Sri Lanka lose their opener for 10, 23 for 1.
Eased away, nice controlled.
Margin of error is so small, you have to think extremely hard when you're bowling to a Sanat Jayasuriya.
Flicked away again, terrific stuff. Gee, punishes anything that's slightly short. That's a great shot.
Sanat Jayasuriya has got forearms like a popper. He is strongly built. Have a look at this shot. On the shorter side of the pitch, Abdul Razak, and paying the price big time. In fact, he threatened to come down the crease, and that may have got him bowling that length. Throw from Yunus Khan. He's hit the stumps yet again. He's a fantastic fielder from anywhere. This couldn't have been easy for him. He doesn't look too animated. I think the batsman has made his crease, but have a look at this fielding display from one of the very best in the business.
Everyone's always on alert when there's a direct hit, but safely home. No dramas here at all. Kumar, interesting to see that he doesn't slide the bat over the line, just plonks it down afterwards. Good work from Yunus Khan. Big shout. Has it gone? Oh, shake of the head. It was very, very tight indeed. Very tight indeed. Pakistan are not particularly pleased with that rejection.
He's got every right to feel uncomfortable. Mohammad Amir thought that he'd got rid of Sanat Jayasuriya with that magical ball that shaped back. It was a reasonable shout. Going across the line of the ball, missed it. The bat missed the ball. Got himself in a bit of a tangle. Height shouldn't have been a problem. This really should have been given.
In the air, but safe enough. Nice and fine. It's going to run away. Not exactly where he wanted to go, but he'll take it.
The field was not really set for this length from Umar Gul. Fine leg was up in the ring. There was no square leg. You've got to develop some communication level with the captain. They've got to be on the same wavelength, the bowler and the captain. Had there been a fielder there, this length would have meant a great deal to both Yunus and his bowler. But Sanat Jayasuriya knew exactly what to do with this length, how to deal with it.
It's come round the wicket, tried to cramp Sanat Jayasuriya, but Jayasuriya has got that away. It's going quite quickly towards the rope, and he does reach the rope.
Well, you're bowling at the strength of Sanat Jayasuriya. He loves it there. Didn't really hit it too hard, just timed it, picked the gap. And once it's crossed that inner circle, there's a very little chance of stopping it.
Chopped away again, but this time it goes straight to the field at third man. End of 10 overs, end of the first power play, 42 for 1. Trouble, trouble, trouble. And that was a terrible mishap. Jayasuriya wanted it, Sangakkara just left his ground. And in the end, Jayasuriya said no.
Well, I was just talking about 2 quick wickets. There is one. And gifted to the Pakistanis. Played straight mid-off and said yes. And I don't think he was even looking at Sana Jayasuriya, that's Kumara Sangakkara. He's just yelling at him to stay, wait. It's too late. Way too late. Sorry. Sangakkara got it for 2, 44 for 2.
But here he goes, up and under. Fielder Girani under it, and he's gone. 1 over, 2 wickets have fallen. Umar Akmal holds on to a catch. And Jayasuriya was involved in that run out with Sangakkara. He goes now.
They needed 2 quick wickets and they got it. Same over, very same over. Look at this. It was timed very nicely, but the man right on the boundary was just waiting for it. Nicely taken. Beautiful. The youngster, first game. Interesting. Game's on. The veteran Jayasuriya gone for 30s, 44 for 3.
Get a single comfortably. Brings up the half century for Sri Lanka. Kapukethra, last ball, last over. Got a short one and he made the most of it. 5 good deliveries from Razak, but he pulled that one short and he put it away nicely.
Looked like seeing that red worm taking a bit of a dip with Sri Lanka losing wickets. But they've had to pick up. Partnership might be able to do that for them. Just that catch. He took it above his head. It was never easy with the breeze and above his head. The timing was so perfect and it was hit so hard.
Also, you can get lost in a cricket field. We've not played many times because he didn't realize where he was or how far away he was from the boundary rope. So he had to really consider that equation in his mind also. Got big on him, that cricket ball, but he never lost sight of the ball and adjusted beautifully in the end. Great balance, committed fielder.
That's gone for 4. That is a good shot, but poor piece of fielding on the boundary. Pakistan need more commitment than that because they don't have much runs to play with. 168 is all what they have, and that should have been stopped.
Got himself into an awkward position, Umar Gul. Wanted to slide and possibly stop this one with his hands, but then decided to stop it with his leg, back leg. In the end, the ball went through the legs for 4.
Sri Lanka needs a partnership here. Both Jayawardene and Kapukethra, 2 very sound players. Good technique. Straight to the fielder. 16 overs gone, 55 for 3.
Oh, great piece of cricket. He looked so solid with that drive because everything was perfect. The stride forward into that drive, the balance, the execution, gap was found. Lovely piece of timing and great cricket shot this.
This is what I was trying to emphasize. Chamara Kapukethra is such a class act. He scored tons of runs. Unfortunate that he hasn't brought it into this level, but there is no doubt, no lack of capability in Chamara Kapukethra. He's technically very sound and he's the type of player who can play a big innings. Somebody who's definitely the future of Sri Lanka. That's a good one. He had him in two minds. Great bowling. 62 for 3.
Now that should be called. It's going to be a couple of byes anyway. Afridi's the chaser. There'll be some signal. There it is. It's byes only. End of the over as well. 73 for 3. We're going to put a clock on Afridi for this over also. Guess it's around about a minute 30, minute 40, which is quite remarkable to get through if there's not 2 runs off it. Just the single this time.
Pakistan in a very similar position what they were in sort of 10 overs. They didn't pick up any wicket, and they were just giving away singles, and they picked up 2 wickets, game on, and just started to put some pressure on the Sri Lankans, but gone flat a little bit. They have to create. I don't think Sri Lanka is going to give anything away. Out. Wow, as I say, that one went straight to Yunus Khan's hand. It's a loose delivery, short delivery, and Mahela Jayawardene must have been cursing himself.
Well, it's just extraordinary that a man of his capabilities, Mahela Jayawardene, well, he can't believe it. Look at that reaction. He's just had a little bit of a shake of the head and a chat to his partner, Patu, as he disappears. And he can't believe that he's got a long hop and he's hit it straight to the man at a short mid-wicket. The captain it is, Yunus Khan, is taking the catch gleefully. Up goes that finger. Just like the umpires all the time these days from Afridi. But that really was a very bizarre soft dismissal. He's shocked. But it's a big wicket for Pakistan. Sri Lanka have now lost their 4th. Mahela goes for a dozen, and it's now 74 for 4. Oh, that's a loose delivery. Goodness me, you've got to put that away. And he has, quite easily. Got what it deserved, I suppose, in the end. So 6 runs from the over. Also a wicket, don't forget. 23 gone, 79 for 4. Oh, he's got it through. Just burst through the hands. Perhaps a little bit of an awkward bounce, but still, they're the ones you've got to stop, because that just releases all the pressure that Shahid Afridi's has built up with the previous 5 balls. 2 off it, 84 for 4. Good shot, very good shot indeed. That's released a lot of pressure. Opened the blade at the last minute and slapped it away for 4.
That was a little full. And Samravira loved it. We have seen this the entire summer. Just creamed that one. It was a little fuller and wide in Samravira's zone, and bang.
Ismail's excited, but he's just about the only one.
Might have been just sliding down, but the way he appealed, it seemed that he had something in it. Ooh. With the angle, it might just go down a bit.
So a single to round off the over. That's a good one for Sri Lanka. 6 coming from it. 26 gone now. 90 for 4. Oh, he's got that through. 2 men back to square on the offside. The crowd has given that a good round of applause as well. They're happy to see that boundary. It's been drying up, that's for sure. Brings up the 100 as well for Sri Lanka.
Well, literally that ball was saying to Samravira, hit me. There you go. Nothing deliberate.
Nothing in it really from the run stakes. 94 runs was where Pakistan were at this stage. However, they'd lost 7. Sri Lanka just 4. Another single. This is pretty close to the over they needed, Sri Lanka, just to get things back on track and get it very comfortable from here, or it should be comfortable from here. 6 runs off 3 balls.
That's all they need. They need a small partnership. They don't even need a huge partnership to win this match. 68 more required. This partnership worth 27 now. Another 20 runs in this partnership and the game over. Because by the time you take those 6 wickets, even a partnership of 10 runs, 15 runs will win you the game. That's over the top.
And another 4. So 2 boundaries in this over now. It's woken them up in the crowd. They're appreciating these boundaries, that's for sure. 10 runs off this over, still 1 ball remaining. It's a bit of a long hop, so a couple of poor deliveries from Afridi. This is now the best over the match.
Is by no means Shahid Afridi, we know.
That's where it stays. 29 gone, 105 for 4 now. So the equation for Sri Lanka now is getting pretty simple. 64 runs to win from 21 overs. The important part of it is they've got 6 wickets in hand. Of course, they get up here, which we're all expecting from this stage, unless something absolutely dramatic happens. Then they'll be 2-zip up in that series. It's going to be very, very hard for Pakistan to get back into it. They have to win, simply. They have to win the 3rd one day here in Dambulla in a couple of days' time. It's another day game, by the way.
Razak over the period of sort of 10 years he's lost a bit of pace, but as I was saying earlier also, experience does matter, and it's the time that he might just require to push it a little bit, maybe a little bit more wheels in it. That's better. That's a lot quicker than what he's been bowling. There should be some reverse swing available now.
Thankfully, we've had those flags fluttering all day. Ground staff this morning were looking a little bit solemn when I went out over the track. They were saying that we might get a bit of rain if the wind stops. Not the case, though. Good shot straight to the fielder, though.
Yeah, Abdul Razak is bowling sort of against the wind. You wouldn't call it against the wind, but because the wind is blowing sideways, so he's bound to maybe swing the ball away from the right-hander. For me, I think he should be bowling from this end, which is the commentary box end. Will probably swing the ball in, as you can see. It's quite windy. So with the wind, it might just be able to swing it back into the right-hander. I think that's important, and if he can bring the ball in, there's fair chance they'll hit the pad and or follow the stumps. That's the key, because here this pitch is definitely slow down. He needs a band to just stop his hat flying. Might be a good idea to bring Abdul Razak this end, maybe.
I'll tell you one thing I've noticed, Waka, since I've been coming to Sri Lanka, is they don't mess around with the side screens, do they? They make sure the side screens are going to do the job. This one's about half a kilometre wide.
I think that's the way to go. I mean, I have seen quite a few grounds, you know, having problems moving the screen, and they're like crowd behind it running around. Just make screens like this. They still got that small one in the middle, which you can't probably see.
Inside edge. Wanted one, but not there. So that means that was a maiden from Abdul Razak. So 30 overs gone, 105 for 4.
Afridi, we know, can be expensive, and at this stage Pakistan can ill afford an Afridi to be expensive. He's obviously limited in his repertoire because only a handful of runs remain. Now Sri Lanka 105 for 4. So all he has to do is to be on target and hope for the best. Oh, brilliantly done at point. Shoaib Malik is like a panther in the field.
5 bowlers used, the main 5 in this Pakistan lineup. A wicket each. Over pitch, but he can't get hold of it. So these two batsmen also taking their time, obviously conscious that they must not be parted, bat as long as possible.
Once again, Fawad Alam doing well in that challenge. Kupugedra has played Afridi really well. He has looked to drive him. He has not been foxed by his variations. Tight technique. Has looked good. Goes for the pull shot, connects solidly. That's a massive hit. That's gone all the way. Crowds love it. Umpire doesn't know whether it's a 4 or a 6. He's calling for third umpire's help, but this really was bludgeoned over mid-wicket. Beautifully done. Solid hit.
Yes, that was very short. And Kapugedra was very quick to get onto the back foot. Got underneath it and made sure he hoiked it over the mid-wicket boundary. Got it off the middle of the bat, did everything right. Good pull shot to a spinner. Couple more looks, but Ramesh looks like it's gone over.
Yes, that 6 is greeted very nicely by the crowds. They were waiting for this from Kapugedra. He's well set. 111 for 4. Sri Lanka now within touching distance, 58 to win from 19 overs. Their wickets in the tank. There's a little bit of confusion regarding this hit. Meaty blow from Kapugedra, cleared the infield, cleared the outfield. It was a 6, a massive one. It's a long boundary over 80 meter. Cleared it in the end. Shoaib Malik on view for the first time. Thilan Samaraweera would be pretty proud with what he has produced so far for Sri Lanka. He's increased his pace at test match level. An almost run-a-ball batsman in test match cricket, and that has earned him a position in one-day squad for Sri Lanka. More runs for him. Wrong line, leg side line from Shoaib Malik really will not help Yunus Khan's cause here. Leg by conceded.
It's a good situation for Samaraweera and Chamra Kapugedra. Get to play a long innings here. So far he's gone well. He's picked up the loose delivery to score. Paddled away. They get a single for it. And the run rate now required 3 runs per over. So Sri Lanka pretty comfortable here right now.
Good crowd in. Almost a sellout. Plenty of young faces. He's played a lot of international cricket, Thilan Samaraweera, and to his credit, he's now matching the might of the youth here, because Sri Lanka could have easily produced a youngster to have him bat in place of Thilan Samaraweera at that number 6, number 7 position, but they've opted for someone who's improved his game. Tired faces, tired legs, tired bodies, body language just losing its strength now. Pakistan have tried extremely hard to rein in Sri Lanka.
Yes, it was all different when the Pakistanis got those 2 quick wickets, that of Jayasuriya and Sangakkara. But this pair, after Jayawardene fell, have taken the game away gradually. 40 runs coming in, 56 deliveries between this pair. That brings Sri Lanka on to 114 right now.
Nicely played, neatly done. He'll keep the strike. 115 for 4. Ball is just a little discolored, and it is after the 34th over that there's a compulsory ball change these days in the one days. difficult to pick in the backdrop because of the cloud cover. The sun is not out. It can be difficult for the batsman to pick this particular ball. Chart from both sides.
Side Afridi wasn't able to really get the breakthrough that the Pakistanis wanted. He got one wicket when Mahalajavardhana mistimed a pull shot. But Pakistan needed wickets, having only made 168. Didn't get much spin off this pitch, and that's been something noticeable in both games. Not much spin for the spinners.
He's timed the ball beautifully today in this innings. Syed Ajmal was the fielder, 2 runs taken. Never muscles the ball. It's all about timing it and finding the gaps.
Yes, and although he's come back after a long while, he had the game a couple of days ago, but he looks very relaxed. Just easing into it. Nothing different. That's the usual way that he plays. Relies on timing.
Well, that's a great delivery. Well kept by Kamran Akmal, but Umar Gul every now and then has got this special ability to surprise the batsman with a ball like this.
Yes, only a minute or two ago you were talking about the sideways movement, Ramesh, and here we've got it. That did it, the same genuine delivery in an attempt to bring it back, and went right through the batsman. Good take again.
Every time he's tried to hit the deck hard, he's got some response out of this pitch. Maybe he's not been in great bowling form of late. He no-balled so many times during the Test series that he's far more consumed. In his run-up and making sure that he didn't bowl the no-ball. That almost got rid of Thilan Samravira. That inside edge eventually earned him a couple of runs, but he didn't look too happy then. 131 for 4.
It's all Sri Lanka. They need 34, and importantly, they've got 6 wickets in hand. Need to go only at 2.83 from here. Umar Gul. Had a swipe at that, and they've gone up for a shot behind. The ball and the keeper went up in a big way there. I certainly didn't. Oh, Umar Gul's asking the question, not at the batsman, by the way, at the keeper. I certainly didn't hear any noise at all from the stop mics. Let's just have a listen.
Didn't look like that one touching the bat. Well, not conclusive enough.
Good shot, very good shot indeed. Square on the offside, squeezed it out. That brings 50.
A very responsible innings from Chamara Kapugedra. He's guided Sri Lanka from a difficult position, came in with 2 wickets down, 3 wickets down, with not much on the board, but just got his 6th ODI half century, but a good one, an important one. The first 50 of the series by any player. So distinction for Chamara Kapugedra.
I tell you what was quite interesting there also was the response of the backroom boys, the coaching staff and teammates. They obviously realised that what an important knock this was. As you correctly said, came in at a tough time, and all the boys are off their seats. Good delivery, past the outside edge, just a little bit of movement away, I think.
This has been the partnership that has brought Sri Lanka out of trouble, because they were in some sort of trouble when Mahalajavardhana got out. 74 for 4 at that stage. And Pakistan would have definitely fancied their chances. Maybe a wicket or 2 at that stage. You could see that Jayawardene, when he was dismissing for 74 for 4 and the game was evenly poised, and one would have felt that Pakistan was in with a little chance there, but this partnership has dented that.
Pakistan was 7 for 87 when Afridi went. I just wonder what sort of effect it's going to have on the Pakistan players now. There's the captain. He's going to be under enormous pressure. Oh, that's not a bad shot, actually. It might have pitched outside the line of leg stump. I think it was going on to hit the stumps, but Steve Davis will signal a leg by. Yes, he does. Just off camera. Steve giving a leg by.
Well, clearly pitching outside the leg stump. Samaravir had shuffle, but it was too wide down the leg side, pitching outside the leg, so there's no question of that being given out.
Yeah, hard for Amir to swing the ball in now in these sort of situations, so there's every chance if he's going to hit the leg stump, it's going to pitch outside the line of leg. Quick single. Nowhere near the stumps.
That assured Malik. Did it slip out of his hand or what? But anyway. It was well over the stumps. Nowhere close to it, so no danger of batsman being run out there. He had plenty of time. See, the lack of runs on the part of Pakistan couldn't really jolt the Sri Lankans, even though they lost wickets. They had plenty of time on their side. They could have sort of waited for it and picked up on the rate of scoring. They were never challenged on that side of the game.
There is a sweep on the offside. He's got his work cut out here. He's not going to get there, so it's another boundary. End of the over as well. 8 coming from it. 150 on the board as well. 152 for 4. Oh, there we go. That's just a little bit messy. Might be a situation where Dilshan won't be needed to be risked. Why then? Pakistan have really got to pull their socks up.
Talking about Dilshan being gutsy. Well, look at this. Look at this. Pakistan doesn't have runs in the bank.
Swipe that one. There is a man out there, so it's probably just going to be the single. A bit tough when you're looking at a 17-year-old to lead the pack.
Also the fact that as a 17-year-old, one wonders whether he could take the load, whether his body could take too much of a load, because he's still not very strong.
You can do anything at 17. Anything. Just keep bouncing back every day. No dramas, Rashan. He'll be fine. Just like Waqar Younis will be able to bounce back tomorrow. He's been dancing in the aisles, dancing with the crowd all afternoon. There'll be no dramas for him. He'll be fine. He'll be fronting up tomorrow for breakfast. Ramiz Raja will also be fine. There's no dramas either from him. He'll be okay. Good carry through to the keeper. No ball called by Steve Davis. 138 k's per hour. So he will have a free hit now for Kapu Gadera. It's very rare actually to see Mohammed Amir do that. He normally bowls, certainly within Test series, he's bowling with his whole foot behind the line. Something he's obviously been told about as a youngster. Fielders can't move, of course, because the batsman didn't change ends. There wasn't a run scored. So it's just a free hit. He can go for broke. Another new ball. It's going to go for 4 that time, so that's okay. That's going to help the cause, that's for sure. But it was another no ball, so it's another free hit.
Well, Sri Lanka is getting closer to the target. and they've been helped by the no ball and also by the free hit. So just 4 runs required, and they've got a free hit. Oh, that's even bigger. That no ball was even bigger than the previous one.
Free hit number 2. He's gone for it. Oh, it's the good old-fashioned bowler killer. It's gone for 4. There it is. Great victory from Sri Lanka. Kapu has done it at the end. Terrific stuff from him. 67 not out. Good partnership of 95 runs between him and Samawera. And they've done it in style, Sri Lanka. They win by 6 wickets. And 2-zip up in the series at this stage.
Well, they didn't take the batting power play. Sri Lanka, they didn't need it. Made it quite easily in the end. Chamara Kapugedera was the star. He batted with good commitment. Started off slowly, but then just look at this shot.